Hello, good morning West Coast, good afternoon East Coast, wherever you're tuning in from. I'm Lindsay, I'm the head of beauty and wellness here at Verishop, and I'm really excited to today be sharing with you guys some of my favorite hydration and moisturizing products. So today we're going to be going over just a few of those. If you're just jumping in, today we are doing moisture. We're headed into fall quickly. I've been traveling, my skin is drying out. It's been humid some places, it's not some others. So we've got a lot of really great products I'm going to show you here today for hydration. So I've just used a foam cleanser on my face, which I find to be a bit more gentle. So my face is completely clean. I have no moisturizer on, no toner. I've done nothing yet. So the first thing I'm going to do today is I'm going to start with, let me show you guys. And if you've watched my shows before, you know how much of a fan I am of Dr. Loretta. I cannot say enough good things about her. Let me show you guys the product. First of all, my light is kind of like flooding it out, but it's a beautiful pale pink packaging. All of the packaging on the shelf looks incredible together. It's very cohesive. It's very elevated. So right now this is $59, which for a serum with the amount of clean, amazing, I can't say good enough things about her ingredients. She goes above and beyond. So all of her products are not just for anti-aging, but this one specifically is the Intense Replenishing Serum. So we're going to talk a bit about hydration with this one. But she also puts enough peptides in each product to be resistant to UV pollution, to if you're getting damage even from blue light, it's not even just being outside. But then also the vitamin E is healing. So after all of that exposure from radicals, different climate, I mean, it depends where you are, but the pollution, I'm in New York, it's insane. So this really helps protect you against that. And then the vitamin E also helps heal. So you can see, and she puts the cutest little graphics on the front. So you can see it's not just against heat, it's against sun, clouds, and climate, and everything. So I'm just going to open it up here. And again, you want to make sure your face is cleansed. So my face is already cleansed. You can use this in the morning and night. So it is going to be a pretty thick, you're going to see how thick this serum is. Here it comes. See how thick it is? Look at that good goo. That is packed full of hyaluronic acid. Hyaluronic acid is incredible. It can hold so much of its weight in water, which means that what we're about to do here, oh my gosh. Also, guys, the texture is incredible. It doesn't feel, it's not sticky. It's not liquidy or anything. It honestly feels like it's drying like a powder. It feels so good. And you'll see on my face, it's not going to cause any sort of shininess. But what this is doing is this is locking in the hydration. So this is going to make sure that all of the hydration and goodness of all the water I always drink, just kidding, I'm the worst. It's going to lock that in and then help our cells to replenish. So this is really helping with cellular renewal. And she is so gentle with her formulas. Again, this is completely clean. There's no polysorbates, phthalates, there's nothing, there's no mineral chemicals in here. It's all very clean. So you can get very close to your eyes. Just be gentle. You don't want to drag the skin. You can kind of pat it. You can also put it on your eyelids, which a lot of serums are too heavy to put on your eyelids. So keep that in mind. But hers, because it has none of that gunk in it, it's not going to clog your pores. It's not going to weigh anything down. I'm kind of just massaging it into my face, all the way onto my ears, your neck, and your décolletage, and the backs of your hands are going to be the first places that show signs of aging. Moisture is one of the reasons of aging too. It's going to cause that dehydration, which is going to start the decomposition of your cells, and then that's going to lower your collagen production. So Kylie just said she always forgets her ears. Yes, same. And that's a big one with sunscreen too. People always, one of the most common places you can get skin cancer is actually on the top of your ears. So you want to make sure you're always covering that with your SPF. It also just feels really nice. This serum, again, you saw how thick it was. So it's not, I'm going to just show you again. It's really not like liquidy. It sits, I usually use a full vial for my face. And then I'm going to use another vial right now. And I'm going to put that on my neck. And again, you can use this in the morning or at night. My chest, This is a big aging spot, so you do not want your neck to get sunburnt or dehydrated, because once you start getting dehydrated, that's when you'll start to see like dimpling, a lot of dimpling, especially people ask how to get rid of cellulite. It's your cells have basically become dehydrated and you need to replenish them with liquids. And then also stimulating and moving and increasing the blood flow. So you'll notice that, yes, products I'm using, of course, can help with things, but I'm very big also in the techniques of how to apply them and also how to get the best results out of them. So if you go ahead and just apply this onto your face, that's going to be totally fine and great. However, I'm going to show you my next product, which is a little tip. So this is going to be Angela Collia's Rose Quartz Roller. I'm sure you've seen tons of different rollers out there. This one is Rose Quartz, and while they may have been trending a few years ago, they're still amazing. There's a reason that everyone's talking about rollers for years now. They have so many great benefits, not only for lymphatic drainage, which we can talk about if you guys want. I'm very passionate about lymphatic drainage, but also they help with the efficacy of your products. So even just by rolling it and moving the product deeper into your skin, because we've set up our skin by cleansing it first, I exfoliated this morning, we've basically made such a fresh canvas for the serum to soak in. So if you're just putting your serum on a dirty face or just throwing it on and then immediately throwing a moisturizer on top of it, you're not going to get all of the great benefits that are really going to give you the results that you're looking for. And that's why with some of these products, people are like, well, it's not working for me. Okay, well, did you give it time? Did you really help the product to work? So that's why right now I'm really making sure it's soaking into my skin. And you'll be able to tell, like, honestly, that one vial I used, I could probably use another. My skin is so dry, just because I've been traveling so much, that it's thirsty. Your skin will tell you if it's thirsty. And if you're gonna be traveling, it's good always to prep ahead of time. I bring this on the plane with me. This also feels really nice. So it's just helping to set that product in a bit more. It's also going to help with lymphatic drainage. So you'll see I'm always moving from in to out, into out, into out, into out, and then down. So first what we're doing is we're warming up the tissue. We're warming up the fascia. The fascia is it's connected to your muscle. And then we're moving it down. So you have different kind of groups of lymph nodes. I think the most popular and most famous ones that you could say are really in your neck. The next biggest kind of cleansing lymph node area is in your armpit. So 2/3, I believe it is, of your lymph nodes are actually located on your neck or above. You have them all over your body. Your lymphatic system is connected everywhere, but this is very related to your skincare. So we're just moving everything down. We're also helping our skincare soak in while we're doing really great benefits. I'm moving everything, all those toxins, and getting the toxins waste out of your face will also help with your skincare to work better in the future. It allows it to seep in more. So if you're having clogged pores or anything like that from toxins, you will notice that your skincare is not working as well. Another big thing for hydration, I know I just mentioned it, that I don't do it, so I feel like it's like, do what I say, not what I do, except for do this. Drink more water. Because often, it's super easy if you get any sort of serum on it, you can rinse it off really simple. So I just wash it. Sometimes I use a little bit of toner or alcohol base to just kind of wipe it clean. Again, because rose quartz is porous. Some people will ask what the difference of rose quartz versus a jade roller is, and really the biggest difference there is just your preference on stone. So there is kind of a more philosophical belief behind some of these, that rose quartz can spread love and happiness. So Angela Collia, who makes this specific one, she loves rose. She studied in an esthetician school in France, so she is very, very, very in love with the rose scent, the rose color. All of her products have a little bit of rose element to them. So I really like hers just because of the story behind it, and also I love using it with product. But jade is amazing too for energy boosting. And yeah, you can get a stainless steel one. It's antimicrobial, so it's a little bit easier if you're throwing it in your bag. But just get whatever's best for you. They all serve the same purpose. I actually keep mine in the fridge, so right now on this hot day, this is feeling so good. Okay, so now we're gonna move on to our next product. This is a new brand we just launched on Verishop. It's called Truly O2. It's made by scientists, and they are very, very, very clever. They basically put oxygen into their creams. So you'll see here, it has no scent. I smell everything, just in case, I want to see if it smells good. What does it smell like? I like it when it smells like nothing, because then you can kind of make it what you wish. But you're gonna see how oxygenated this is. So I don't know if I can get the light right. Sorry. But you can see there, it's literally, it just like looks like hydration. This is what I imagine if you open up a container of hydration, what it would look like. So it's very fluffy. It's almost like a whipped butter. So I'm just gonna dig a little bit out. You'll see, look at how hydrated that is. It's very airy because it has oxygen in it. So this is their nighttime cream. I'm just gonna put it on my face like that and spread it in. So this one is great because I actually use this even though it is whipped, you would have thought, because it is full of air that it might just kind of evaporate or use too fast. So with this, it's really great because it actually turns into a very, very, very creamy, thick moisturizer that's going to just sit perfectly. So I pack this on at night. I use a lot of it. I use this is how much I'm using. But it turns into a lot because this little bit that we're putting there, you saw how much I just spread that. Look at this. We can spread this all the way across. It just goes and goes. So I'm gonna go ahead and rub this in. But like I was saying, I like to leave it a little bit thicker and then at night, sleep with it as a mask. It's not gonna clog your pores at all. It's really, really, really great for firming. So this is definitely for any skin type, but if you do have mature skin or a lot of sun exposure or just like kind of a more targeted concern for anti-aging, this is a really great one because it is so hydrating. Oh my gosh, guys. So this, unlike the Dr. Loretta serum, which really soaked in fast, I don't want this one to soak in. I want it to really sit in a kind of heavier base on my face. And you can pat it in. Again, always pull it down your neck. Pull it down to your décolletage, chest. And some creams, I feel like when they're really thick, they'll start to pill. This one is not pilling at all because of the ingredients in it. So this is packed full of vitamin E, which we talked about with Dr. Loretta's serum as well, this serum. But the vitamin E is really going to help activate the hyaluronic acid. So the two of them are going to be working together to not only create a hydrating, but also a restorative reaction in your cells. Guys, is this not the definition of like luxury and dewiness? It's so nice. And it's such a good price for here, contouring up the cheeks. And not only is this so good for you, we're getting the blood circulation going, which is increasing collagen production, which is making our cells more apt to soak in our product, which is basically you getting your money's worth in these products because otherwise they're just going to sit on your face. Oh, it feels so good to kind of use your knuckles as like a little pressure point right over your eyebrows. Are we all doing this together right now? Nod with me. Yes, we're all putting moisturizer on and pulling our knuckles. I mean, honestly, I do this so much that I truly believe that's why it's starting to give me cheek and contour definition, because I'll just sit for hours when I'm watching TV and like either take a gua sha or just take my fingers if you don't have anything. And pulling along your chin, and then you can kind of pull those toxins out through your neck. And if you want, you can continue to move them kind of down to your armpit, which is where your lymphatic system is going to go next. So basically, we always want to get the blood flowing towards the heart. That's kind of the cleansing point of your lymphatic tissue. Oh, wow. Feel so hydrated. Okay. And then the last thing I'm going to show you guys, if it's not nighttime, it's 1 p.m. in New York right now. So although I have this incredible moisturizer on, I am going to take a little off. And kind of get back to my base of serum and show you what I would have used for hydration during the day, which is what I'm going to use today, which is my last product here. This is the Cosmetic Peptide Rich Defense. This brand is completely clean. They use highest level ingredients, but also really backed by science, so they kind of combine the two. This has SPF 50 in it. Today is 90 degrees in New York, so I'm definitely going to be using SPF 50 today. Really above that, it doesn't do much. So when people are like, unless you're hiking some Denali in Alaska or something crazy, you really don't need above 50. So this one is great because it's so full of peptides. So it acts also as, you'll see it's a little bit thicker because it is mineral. It's a mineral sunscreen, so it's going to apply a little bit thicker. But this is going to act, oh, and it has a nice natural scent to it, not only as coverage for SPF, but as a skincare. So while we're getting protection and blocking out, so what the mineral sunscreen is going to do is really kind of create a layer on your face that doesn't allow any UV rays to get in. It's broad spectrum, which you always want to make sure your SPF is broad spectrum, which means it's going to block you against UVA, which is really what causes aging, UVB, which is what causes redness and burning, and any other sort of UV light, which is going to be like blue light from your phone. So even if I'm just sitting on my phone or my computer all day inside, I'm always wearing sunscreen. And then remember what I said earlier, take that extra bit, get your ears really good. And this is not greasy, so you'll notice my hair is not getting greasy at all from this product. Pull it down onto your neck. If you need more, feel free to use it. And then most importantly, your chest. #1 area for skin damage. And if you have any extra left over, like I do, backs of hands. If you want to see something really creepy, Google truck driver left hand sun damage. It's insane because their left hand is in the sun all day. When they started doing studies on truck drivers with their hands next to each other, and their left hands are destroyed with sun damage, with dark spots and pigmentation versus their right hand. So sunscreen will do you wonders in the long run. It will also give you hydration. So there you have it. Do you guys have any questions? Those are kind of my secrets, my favorite products for hydration. Just to quickly show you again, I cleansed my face with a hydrating foam this morning. I used an exfoliant that's really gentle from Grown Alchemist. Then I did the Dr. Loretta Intense Replenishing Serum. I use this day and night, almost every day. For my nighttime routine, I use the night cream, the Micro Oxygen Cream from Truly O2. I put this on almost as a mask to let it soak in while I'm sleeping. And then for my daytime routine, I use the Cosmetics SPF 50. It's rich with peptides, it's incredible for skincare, and also blocks you against damage. All right, guys. If no questions are coming through, I will see you next Thursday. We're going to do something a little different next Thursday, not skincare focused. So if you are enjoying my shows, please tune back in. Everything right now is 15% off on Verishop if you buy it right now through my live show. Thanks, guys.